Welcome back. CHD Connects Hearts. I am 𝗵𝗵𝗱𝗰𝗀𝗶, and today is day 2. And today we are going to jump into the CHD Connects Hearts families group community. This is the Mac Daddy of the communities because so much happens and there's so many different phases and stages and diagnoses. So this is like the big apple. I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into it. I'm gonna share my screen right here. And if you'll remember from yesterday's recording with the hospitals, this is what your client portal will look like. And this is, we're gonna view all groups. We are going to go into the families. I'm so excited, y'all. Okay, I've got to even shift. I'm so excited I have to shift in my seat. Oh, I'm just so excited. So, all right, in the families community, there is so much, and it's not too much. It's like the perfect setup. I've watched how so many people get lost, and they'll post a question, and then it gets buried, right, in feeds and feeds and feeds. I don't want to see that happen anymore. So I have built this to grow as you go. All right, so in the channels, a lot of diversified channels, but you'll see as you play with this that it's very helpful and healing. I have music. So I don't know about you, but music moves me and it can shift me. And I wanted to make sure there was a specific channel in here for music. For people to post what they listen to, what's helped them through moments. If you hear something out there that just moves you, I want you to share that with the group. Share it with your community. You're going to find that's going to be a big one. All right, expecting CHD parents, 0 to 5 years, little hearts, 6 to 12 years, growing hearts. Now, those of you that have traveled this already know that expecting to 0 to 5 is the big hurdle. It is just the big hurdle for the parents, for the child, emotionally, psychologically, mentally, financially, relationships, family, everything that you can think of in that time frame gets hit, and it gets hit hard. So I wanted to make sure that there was separate channels because pardon me, but there were separate channels for these items because I don't want people to get buried. Okay, I don't want you to get buried and lost, 1. And 2, your questions, 13 and 18-year-olds, the parents that are in that area, and possibly the kids that come into that area, and the 6 to 12, what you're dealing with is different than in those early years. And everybody, as you go and grow, your knowledge becomes more, your resolve becomes better. And so you can, the goal is to climb this ladder, right, in success, and step backwards and help those along the way. But here's the other side of it. If that stage was too hard for you and you can't handle that information and you can't handle seeing some of those things that are so difficult to see, you don't have to go in there. You don't have to see it. I will make sure that everyone's educated on how to use the system and how to use the portals and the communities. Because this open discussion section here, this home, this section here, I want this section to be just as if you were on Facebook or Instagram or something else, chatting. And if you have something special or specific to do with a diagnosis, a procedure, a scenario with the child or your expecting parent, or a scenario with the child 0 to 5, or a scenario 6 to 12, or a scenario 13 to 18, jump over here, put it there, so that we can eliminate some of those triggers that happen with so many people in this whole community. This opens up a whole new possibility where everybody can join us. Okay, so remember those little tips and tricks. I will continue to remind people as we get into it and build. All right, some of the other ones. 18 plus parents, adults. So if you come in here as an expecting parent and you climb this ladder, well, your children are going to grow up and then they're going to end up in the adult community over here. But you still need the support. You still have questions. You're still managing how to let go and let them advocate for themselves. You don't want to sound alarm bells with them, depending on your relationship. You still need that safe place to come and have your own support. So they'll be separated over here and you'll be separated over here. And you're both still within the same community, giving, supporting, learning, sharing, growing, connected. Okay. Also have a channel for grandparents. As a grandparent, I can tell you, very, very special circumstances. It changes the entire dynamic. Having a heart warrior as a grandchild, it changes the dynamic for your child who's had this child, and it changes your dynamic as a mother, and it changes your dynamic as a grandparent. It is completely different. I have 2 heart healthy grandchildren and 1 heart warrior grandchild, and it is completely different. So grandparents need a special place. If you are struggling, and not everybody has faith in God, everybody is different, not everybody prays. So I wanted a faith and prayer section for those that do. I want to welcome you. You're included. Those that don't go into the channel. Just stay out, okay? Don't. And the one thing I'm going to ask in this community is, do not tread on anybody else's thoughts or beliefs. Second thing I'm going to ask and remind everybody repetitively, we don't give medical advice. Unless you are a part of that medical team, you cannot give medical advice. You can give your opinion, but you always need to add, please verify, please follow the guidelines of your medical team. That is so huge, okay? We don't want issues. We want to be here for the long haul. All right, faith and prayer. We have a lot of people who participate in the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So I have a whole channel where you can go in and talk about Make-A-Wish experiences, CHD heart camps. So there's a whole section on a channel for CHD heart camps. Special Olympics. This is something that's been heavy on my heart. A good friend of mine, in my other business, a good friend of mine has a son who's in Special Olympics, and he really opened my eyes to a Special Olympics. And I realized that that's really a good opportunity for CHD children. So like my grandson, he has a, I might say it wrong, hyperplasia on his left side, where he had either a stroke or a brain bleed or something that happened, either early surgeries or when he coded for 23 minutes in CPR. It could have happened then, we don't know. But luckily it's not affected any cognitive. But he has, cerebral palsy on the left side, just one-sided, and it's mild, but it's there. So, it's a little more challenging. So if he doesn't manage to get any better through his OT and his PT, then if he wants to participate in some sports, Special Olympics is there. It can happen. He can do that. So this whole side over here for Special Olympics, that was important to me to have. Then we start getting into procedures and diagnoses. And this was important to me because we have so many parents who want to connect with other parents that have the same diagnoses. And I am certain, 100% certain, I do not have all the diagnoses in here. There's a lot, okay? I might even be able to do like a combined channel, but I didn't want to go much further in my build in that side because I want you all to participate in how we set up anything more than I do. I want suggestions as you're in here and you're in it and you're experiencing it and playing with it. I want your experience. I want your input on what is needed beyond what I've built. So I've got HLHS, like I said, diagnosis and procedures, heart caths, Norwood, interstage, Glenn procedure, Fontan, abortion. And guys, a lot of people don't believe in abortion. I get it, but I'm not here to judge. It's not my place. And this is a topic that people need to discuss openly. If you do not believe in abortion, stay out of the community, stay out of the channel. If you believe in abortion, go in there, and share with people and support those who are considering that as an option for them. It's not our place to decide. It's just our place to be a community. Okay. But you know as well as I do, 9 times out of 10, you get the option given to you people for termination. It is going to have to be discussed. And with the abortion laws that have changed, it's going to be more prevalent of discussion. People may want to discuss that they wish they could and they can't. Whatever they want, that's what the channel's for. Compassion or palliative care, those that choose to go down that path. Again, if you don't believe that's an option or you think it's a mistake, I'm going to beg and plead with everyone. Don't go in there and try to change somebody's mind. That's something that's bothered me a lot when I do see people that have made the decision for that and they start getting bombarded with pictures, please reconsider. Here's my child. Please do this. Look at my child. Look at my child. I get it. I get wanting to spread hope. I do. But I just want you to put yourself in that person's shoes for a minute and think about the moment that you had to decide which direction you were going to go. Now, most of you, there was not even a second thought, but a lot of you did have that moment of, should I go this direction? Should I go that direction? Everybody is going to have their own journey with this, and it's the most important thing to be respectful of people's individual choices within it, okay? So if you don't agree with compassion care, stay out of the channel. If somebody's in there and has decided to do it and you don't agree with it, please don't barrage them with reasons why they shouldn't. Okay? I'm not saying I agree with it or disagree with it. It's irrelevant, but it's part of this. It is absolutely part of this. Guys, we are dealing with life and death. We are dealing with the biggest thing that you can deal with. Life and death. So there's going to be discussions about all the different ways to deal with it, okay? All right, sorry. I don't mean to get on a soapbox, but those are big spots for me that I want to make sure everybody is welcome. All right, again, different diagnoses in here. The transfocrate arteries, arterial septal defects, ventricular septal defects, aortic stenosis, Epstein anomaly, TOF was in there, bicuspid aortic valve, single ventricular, complex single ventricular, double outlet, Edwards syndrome, liver and heart transplant. There's a place here to discuss it because it's going to come up. It's going to be here. Feeding tubes. So here's a place where we talk about feeding tubes. And then there'll be some resources and links. And of course, I will be making announcements. CHD Connects will be making announcements. Again, if you're in here and you're in the home and you want to have you want to talk about something specific, let's just say you want to talk about feeding tubes. So you can put in feeding and search. Oh, not sure why it's doing this. Let's go back into home. All right, so we're dealing with 0 people in here right now doing anything, so I apologize. But yes, it will work, I promise. Once we're in here and talking, you're going to be able to find this information. So you'll be able to just do a search and find what you're looking for. And lots of them. Let's see. Oh, another little thing. You can switch your however you want. Dark mode, light mode. Let's see. It goes back to your communities. You can do chat with different members, just like we did a little while ago. Let's just go ahead and do one, just in case somebody didn't see it yesterday. So we can do a chat, say hi, and send them a little GIF. Hello, and a smiley face. I can add a file. I can add a video or a picture and share it in here. Let's see what else. We also have, I think that was it on here. So, yep, I think that's about it on this. But this is the Big Mac Daddy. This is where you come and you grow with us. So I'm just going to say again, guys, I'm very excited for you all to jump into this. I just want to see us all revolutionizing the CHD community. And I just want you to join us. Let's come together. Let's connect. Let's unite. Let's make this something different. Let's become the powerhouse so we have a voice and start looking for and demanding more research. I got a little surprise for you. I'll probably tell you on day 4 or 5. I don't know, maybe 7. But one of these days, you're going to get a little surprise in there as well. And I'll keep teasing you with that one. But tomorrow, we're going to talk about, let's see. Oh, we're going to go to teens tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe we'll go to Memorial tomorrow and then hit teens, fathers, then adults. Let's do that. Let's do memorials for tomorrow. Okay? All right, guys. CHD Connects Hearts. Waiting for you to come join us. If you are on YouTube, please subscribe and like, make a comment. If you're on Facebook, please follow us. If you're on Instagram, do what you gotta do on that one. If you're on LinkedIn, like it, do what you gotta do on that one. And we'll see you tomorrow. I can't wait to see you again. Bye.